Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube lately about people meeting Jesus Christ and near-death experiences, to hell and back, to heaven and back. And these videos personally, they personally touch me because I've had a lot of similar situations in my life. And I see how these videos make an impact on my life. They give me hope, and they make me aware of things and realities and situations that I normally wouldn't think of. Now me, I'm constantly dwelling on the spiritual realm, the afterlife, what's going to happen after we die here. And I was watching one of these videos today, and it just really hit me. Something just hit me that I should be making a video about one of my testimonies, something that happened to me that I thought was incredibly profound. And when I say profound, I mean profound. Okay, so let me jump to it. One night, I was indulging in one of my sins, something that I'm not proud of, something that I struggle with all the time, that I ask for forgiveness for. But yeah, I continuously do it over and over and over again. I continuously give my energy and my time into this sin. And my sin, I'm not too proud to say, but it's pornography. I'm always stuck watching pornography. And one night I was indulging in this activity. And when I was done, I stood up and I said what I always say. I say, Lord, forgive me for my sins. But this time I accept whatever happens tonight, because I feel horrible for apologizing for the same sin over and over and over again. And I went to sleep. And I had this dream. And I know it wasn't a dream. I mean, when you're having a normal dream, usually things are just random stuff, or random manifestations are happening, and you have no control over the manifestations in the dream. And you're kind of just subjected to whatever pops up, right? But it wasn't like that this time. I was in a city, and it was almost like a kung fu fight between three entities. But it wasn't a normal fight. We were jumping off of buildings, and they were hitting me, and we were casting spells at each other. They were jumping off of invisible platforms in the air to get leverage, and it was almost like it was an anime fight or something. I can't explain it. And at first I was like, oh, this is crazy, And then this one guy, he hit me so hard, I fell and I hit the ground, and I felt it. It was painful. And I knew at that moment, this is not a dream. This is something that's really happening right now, And he hit me so hard that I couldn't get up out the ground. And these three people that I were fighting, they appeared in the street, and they walked up to me, and I was like, what is going on? Like, this is not a dream. And then one of them snapped their fingers just like that. And my eyes burned. They burned out of my head. And then he snapped his fingers again, and then my tongue liquefied in my throat, and then re-solidified in my throat. I'm sorry, my tongue melted in my mouth and re-solidified in my throat. And I was just choking. I was like, I couldn't breathe. And it was painful. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on, And then all I could say was, Jesus, 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 help me. Jesus, help me. And right when I said that, my tongue re-solidified in my mouth, and I could see again. And then they bent down. One of them bent down, and I knew. I said, "This is because I keep indulging in my sins, huh? This is because I watch pornography." That's what I said. And then he said, "Yes, Yes, Brandon. He used my name and everything. It just struck a chord in my soul, and I was just astounded. I knew then that they weren't demons, that they were angels. And then we appeared in this room. Right after that moment, we appeared in this room. I was perfectly intact. I wasn't beaten up anymore. My eyes were back in my head. My tongue was back in my mouth. And I just saw this window, and it had a light cascading on the ground. And I was like, wow, it was obviously light from heaven. It wasn't normal light. It was celestial. And then out of the door comes these three men who I was fighting previously in the city. And they all looked at me and said that they're going to leave now. And I forgot what else they said, but I just felt nothing but love from them. I knew that they were angels. And I believe now that they were my guardian angels. So they walked out of the door. And then I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm still dreaming. I'm still in perfect clarity. I can think. I'm not in like a dream state where I have no control over the dream. It was real, like it is real right now how I'm talking in this space. I was fully conscious is what I'm trying to say. And I ran out the door, and I opened the door, and what I saw was incredible. It was incredible. When I opened the door, I saw these three men walking away, and they were walking like they had been walking for eternity. One was walking like this, with his hands behind his head. One was walking like this, and one was just, I can't really explain it. They were walking like they had been walking forever. And I said, hey, you guys wait. Hey, you guys wait. Come back, please, come back. I want to ask you something. And then they just turned around and reappeared in front of me. They were like at least 100 steps out, and then they just appeared right back in front of me. And then I got to ask my question. I didn't know what to say. I was astounded that they even responded to me and came back. And so I said, what's it like in heaven? I said, what's it like in heaven? And then the shortest one, this is how he was looking. He didn't have any glasses on, like me, but he was short, and his eyes were bigger than normal. They were bigger than normal human eyes. They were like huge eyes. And he didn't have a pupil. He didn't have any pupils or anything. It was just white, and they were like this huge. And then when I asked him what's it like in heaven, he looked this way and he said, man, the angels in heaven sure can cook. And when he said that, I was just like, wow. Like, he answered my question, meaning that there is a heaven, and that there's going to be food in heaven, and that it's astounding, you know? And I can't express to you the joy that I felt. The joy that I felt in my heart. When he said that to me. And then they walked away, and they walked away behind this building. And then the tallest one, he was like 6 foot tall. No, he was like 7'5", 8 foot tall. He was huge. He came back to me, and he gave me something. He said, this is so you can make the money. This is so because I'm always worried about money and stressing out about money in this life. And then he walked away, and I was just sitting there. It was a sunny day. It was one of the most humbling things in my entire life. And I woke up, and when I woke up, you know, when you usually wake up from a dream, you're like kind of lackadaisical. You're kind of still in that dream state. You need a minute or two to collect yourself before you can regain normal activity, right? It wasn't like that. I just woke up, and I had instant clarity. I was awake, like I had been transported. Like, I can't explain. I just woke up, and I was awake like I am right now. And that's how I knew it wasn't a dream. I knew that it was something profound that I had went through, and I knew it was because of my sins. And I'm making this video just to tell you one of my experiences, to let you know that Jesus Christ is real. Jesus Christ is very real. He's the only reason why I was saved from that attack. He let these angels come and show me. I believe they're my guardian angels. But right when I dropped his name, I was saved. And I still struggle with this sin today, even after having such a profound experience. I'm just a fool, and I'm working on myself really hard. You would think that after some kind of a celestial, dimensional encounter like that, you would just turn your life completely over. But I'm still, I'm still tempted by all the things that I see in this life. They still tempt me to lead me back into my sin. And some days the flesh just overcomes, and I'm still working on that. But I just thought I'd make this video to let you know that the Lord is real. And you have angels watching over you, and if you just ask the Lord to show himself to you, he will. Alright. God bless.